Hey everyone, we're here today to explore EasySend's new formula editor feature. And from what I've heard, this one is a game changer.
The formula editor is the definition of a game changer.
Oh, just before we get started, allow me to introduce Ronnie, EasySend's customer education content strategist.
Hi.
Who's here with me today, and myself, Inbar, a product marketing manager here at EasySend. What we're going to cover today is a new feature called the formula editor, which is going to simplify your building experience and allow you to implement business logical conditions and calculations all within minutes and without code. Ronnie is going to show us a demo of how it is done. But please note that beside this webinar, there are a number of resources available to guide you through the new feature, including an in-product guide and detailed documentation of each function in the knowledge base. I'm really excited to dive in, so Ronnie, take it away.
Thanks, Inbal. As you mentioned, the formula editor is an Excel-like editor that is going to replace the usage of code in EasySend's Builder and will make it simple to create logical expressions, conditions, and calculations. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of examples to demonstrate just how easy it is to create formulas. The first example will take information input by an end user, convert it into an array, and display it. The second example will create a condition that displays or hides a part of a digital process according to a selection made by an end user. Creating arrays and applying conditions sometimes require a bit of code. Now, with the help of the formula, the usage of code is obsolete, and tasks like creating complex data structures are a thing of the past. To use the formula editor, we will start by navigating to the model screen. So let me just share my screen. Perfect. We will navigate to the model screen. And let's create our first formula that converts data items into an array. Now, arrays are very popular in a process because they enable the end user to input data about multiple entities, such as several bank accounts or properties. So I'm going to open the formula editor window. Perfect. Now, once the window appears, we can see that we have over 80 built-in functions. These are like Excel functions, very familiar, very easy to use, very user-friendly. And we also have variables. Now, to use functions, to add them to the formula, we can use an autocomplete. So I can start typing the name of the functions that I want to use. And you can see that I have matching results. Now, if I want to add the function, I can complete the name, or I can click it, or I can use this button to add it. Now, each function has its own dedicated help section. Each help section describes the function, describes its syntax. And also, when we add the function into the formula, we can see its complete syntax. And we can just start and add variables to it.
So Ronnie, what we're seeing now on the screen, that's actually a placeholder?
Correct. This is just a placeholder, but I know according to the description here and according to the syntax that I need to add different variables. So now we are going to add different variables to this function. For example, we are going to add all the data items and variables regarding this bank details. So I'm going to enter the bank name, and then I'm going to enter the branch number variable, and then I'm going to enter the account number, and lastly, I will add the account type. That's it. We've created one function that knows how to take variables and convert them into an array, but I'm going to use an additional function called join. This function enables us to display the information from the array with a separator. I'm going to choose a comma separator. That's it. We're done. Super easy, super fast.
That was great, Ronnie. And you mentioned that our second example, it has something to do with conditions.
Oh, absolutely. This one I'm very excited about because it solves one of the biggest problems with a PDF form. Now, when you look at a PDF as a customer and you need to fill out all the information, sometimes some of the information is irrelevant to you. For instance, I'm not married. I don't have kids, but the PDF will always contain the same static information. It's not dynamic. With the process and conditions, we can control what information will be displayed to an end user. Let's create this one. So I'm going to open the formula editor through the condition. And this time I'm going to use the if function. I'm going to create a logical expression with the required variable, this one. And I will also specify the return values according to the result of the logical expression, true or false. That's it. Just a few clicks and we're done.
That seemed really easy to do, but sometimes it happens and you might get stuck. So can you remind us what we can do in that case?
Oh, absolutely. We have many resources that you can use if you get stuck. For instance, clicking here on this blue question mark here, we have a couple of options. If I use this link, it will redirect me to our knowledge base when we can read a detailed article about the formula editor, about its functions, the use of variables. Everything is right here. We can also use a walkthrough that it's built into the platform to introduce and get to know the formula editor feature before we start working with it. We can also watch a short video that we've created. And as we mentioned before, each function has its own dedicated help section. So whatever you need, we got you covered.
That's great, Ronnie. Do you mind showing us also what this process is going to look like for an end user?
Oh, no problem. Sure. Let me just preview the process. So right now, I'm going to add my bank account details and we'll see how an array is created. So I'm going to put the name of the bank. I'm going to put the branch number, the account number, and the type. See, an array is created. And for the second formula that we've created, we will check the condition. So this page is asking me to check if I have a spouse. What happens if I do have a spouse? Let me check the box, click next. Perfect, the spouse details page appear. But if I don't have a spouse and I click next, that page is skipped.
Wow, that's great, Ronnie. And I mean, we've already seen a couple of examples, but what else is possible to do with the formula editor?
Basically, everything. The formula editor is here to replace everything that used to be done by coding. Code is obsolete. You don't need that anymore. The formula editor can do basically everything.
Amazing. And so really what we're seeing here is an opportunity for companies to use this feature and actually save time. And we know that time is money. And so this is just an opportunity for them to increase their bottom line. It's really great to see.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you so much for taking the time to show us these examples today. And thank you everyone for listening and have a great day.